Hey guys, welcome to our 𝐂𝐸𝐷. My name is 𝐓𝐞𝐥𝐞𝐥 and in today's video we will discuss Accenture Interview Experience. So one of the candidate has recently attended Accenture online interview. So we will discuss in detail like what all are the question has interviewer asked and I will provide you the answer as well. So if you are preparing for the Accenture interview or you have an Accenture interview in upcoming days, so this video definitely help you and provide you the insight as well, like what is the difficulty level of the interview and what type of question interviewer may ask you. And do like this video and subscribe this channel so you will get daily job update and placement guidance. Now talking about the Accenture interview experience. So this is the complete message which is shared by the candidate. So she mentioned like, hey, I recently attend Accenture interview and the questions they ask are, and I hide the question. Don't worry, we will discuss in detail. And next she mentioned like my interview happened for 12 and 15 minutes. So this is a short interview. Talking about the other details. So this is for PADA role. Salary package is 4.5 LPA and the duration for this interview is 12 to 15 minutes as I mentioned earlier. And the branch of the candidate is CS and the passing batch is 24. So these are some basic information about the candidate. Now talking about the actual question which was asked in interview. So the first question is intro. So whenever you attend any interview, the interviewer usually asks first question is tell me something about yourself or your introduction. So you have to make your introduction detailed plus impressive, because first impression is the last impression. So I would like to give you a basic input which you have to include in your introduction. So the basic inputs are, first is you have to include your personal information like from where you belong, like you are belonging from Agra, Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, Gurgaon, etc, etc. You have to include this point. And second is education. You have to include your 12th education plus graduation information like you have done BE, BTech or BCA, BSc, whatever you have done. And no need to include our 10th information. This is not compulsory and not relevant also. Only try to include 12th and graduation information, and please include your branch also, because branch play important role. Let's suppose you belong from EC branch, so interviewer definitely ask you question on the basis of your branch. So this is a main point, keep in mind. Then include your technical skills like you have a knowledge about the Java, Python, C++ or JavaScript, any language like you have done Android development, web development, and please mention only those technical skills which you have a strong knowledge. Don't try to include everything like you have knowledge about the C, C++, Java, Python. Sometimes candidates think like mentioning a multiple language maybe impress the interviewer, but that's not always the case. It can backfire you. Let's suppose you have a strong knowledge in Java language and you have a limited knowledge in Python language, and at that time interviewer asks you question on the Python language, and if you're not able to answer that question, and at that time it leave a bad impression and it may take you to the rejection stage also. So please try to include only those languages which you have a strong knowledge. So this is the third point. And the fourth input is project. Always include a project, like if you have worked on web development, Android development, and please mention those projects in introduction, and also mention this project is a group project or you have done alone. So this is the fourth input. And the fifth point is hobbies. Always include your hobbies because it will give the hint to the interview to understand your nature. And the last point is achievement. Let's suppose you do coding practice on CodeChef, Lead Code or HackerRank. Then you can mention about your star like you are a 5-star of HackerRank or a Grandmaster on CodeChef. Like that you can mention in your achievement. So these are 6 input which you have to include in your introduction. So next question was about your project. So whatever project you have done, like it may be on web development, Android development, full stack, backend, front end, you have to explain in detail like what tech stack you have used, and that project is ready for end user or not, or it's a group project or individual project. So you have to explain in detail everything. And third and fourth question is also based on your project, like why you only choose this project and it is a team or individual project. So you have to answer these 2 questions as well according to your experience, like whatever project you have done and why you choose this project. You can explain your situation and condition. Next question was what are the non-technical skills you learned from this project, and this question may be changed for you or it may be depend for the candidate to candidate. Let's suppose you work on the technical project like front end or back end. So interviewer maybe ask you like what technical skills you have learned. So you have to mention like I have learned JavaScript or Angular or SQL for database. Or let's suppose if interview asks you what non-technical skills you have learned. So you have to mention like we learned about the team building, team management, time management, work management. So you can mention these 4 to 5 points according to your condition. I just give you a reference. I hope you understood. So this was the 5th question. Next question was about the certification, like what all certification you have done. So you can mention according to your condition, like you have done Java certification or C++ certification or full stack certification or web development, Android development. So you can mention according to your condition. So next question was again on certification, and the question is why you only did the certification. You can answer this question according to your condition, but for your reference you could mention that I developed an interest in web development during my third year, and where I learned HTML, CSS in my classroom, and at that time my interest grew and leading me to pursue further training and certification. So this is the basic answer which I mentioned. You can mention according to your condition. I just provide you a reference. Now next question was, do you know about networking? So you can mention according to your knowledge. If you know, then you can answer yes, otherwise you can mention no. Next question was unsuccessful movement. So you can mention according to your condition whatever you have faced in your past. It's a general question. Next question was any proud moment. Again you can mention according to your condition. Next question was tell me about your favorite subject. So you can mention like your favorite subject is OS, DBMS, networking, whatever you have studied in your education you can mention, and you must have knowledge about that subject also. That's the main point. And the last question was any query. So this was the last question. So this is all about the interview. I hope you got some idea. And if any one of you have attended the interview, then please share your interview experience in comment section or Telegram or Instagram. I will definitely make a video and share with other candidates so they can take a benefit. So that's all for today. I hope this video helped you. Thank you and goodbye.